Hey guys, it's Winter here from Hanson Audio, and today I'm going to show you how to root out Hanson's The Molten kit from Reaper. Now the first thing you want to do is head on over to the left and insert a new virtual instrument track, and we're going to select Contact, we're going to hit No here and open the Molten kit. We're then going to go in and create 12 channels and 2 outputs for each, and we are going to name them accordingly. So kick, snare. Now you can name this any way you want if you don't want to root out like this or you want different kind of outputs, but for me this is a good starting point. Tom 1, Tom 2, Tom 3, Tom 4, Tom 5, overheads, room close, room medium, room far, one shot kick, one shot snare. We're then going to save the current output selection for all instances. Close Contact, reopen it, and reload the Molten kit. We're then going to come into the top right hand corner where it says 2 in, 64 out, and we are going to create 24 channels to begin with, and then change this to 26. Make sure they're all in a nice diagonal line so each track has its own output. You can see here I'm making sure they all line up nicely, and that's good to go. So we're going to put 3 and 4 on the snare. Come down here again, 5 and 6 for Tom 1. Now what we're doing here is assigning the outputs. 7 and 8 for Tom 2. 9 and 10 for Tom 3. 11 and 12 for Tom 4. Now this might seem tedious, but just go with it, and then you can save it as a template when you finish. And we're just making sure that each channel is sequentially higher in numbers. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is just assigning all of the stereo outputs from Contact. (21 and 22 for room far). 23 and 24 for the one-shot kick. 25 and 26 for the one-shot snare. Now you can see why we needed 26 on our diagonal output graph. Now while that's all done, you can see that they're still only coming out of one channel. So we need to tell the Molten kit where to send our kit pieces. So again, we're just going to go kick to kick, overhead to overheads, close room to close room, medium room to medium room, far room to far room, trigger to kick. And we're just going to do this for every single kit piece. This is then going to send the kit pieces out of the Molten kit to Contact and from Contact into our DAW. Again, just assigning all of the kit pieces to its individual channel. You don't have to route it like this. This is just a good starting point on how I like to mix drums. Medium room to medium room, far room to far room. And you can see that we're going to do this for each kit piece. And again, we only have to do this once because we can save this as an instance afterwards and we won't have to do this again. Now, you should see. Now we're just going to come to the bottom with our one-shot loader and just make sure that we route our one-shots out too. Now you should be able to see that when we change back to kit and we click the kit pieces, it's all coming out nicely from the different outputs in Contact. Perfect. Look at that, all through the different faders at the bottom there. Now, the thing is, we need to go into Reaper to tell Reaper to send out of Contact onto different channels. So this is the final step here. I've just created 13 new audio tracks. and I'm just naming them the same name as the kit pieces from Contact. And the aim of the game here is to just route the individual channels out of Contact into Reaper. So we're naming them exactly the same as Contact. This is quite easy, so obviously we know what to do. We only needed 12 additional channels. And when it comes to the bottom here where it says routing on the snare channel, which is the second new channel we've made, and select Contact/Kick, which is our channel 1, and obviously we're going to select 3 and 4. That was what we picked in Contact earlier for the snare. Now again, this tom is going to be 5 and 6, selecting Contact/Kick because we're going to come from that channel to this channel. So that's 5 and 6. Same as we picked in Contact earlier. Add a new receive. It's coming from Contact and it's on the channel 7 and 8. Now what it says 1 to 2, it says 7 and 8 to 1 to 2. That means that it's going to 1 to 2 on that channel, so just leave that. So 9 to 10. This will be 11 to 12. (13 and 14). Now what this is doing is all the channels are now just lining up from Contact, from the Molten kit, into the Contact out, into Reaper's out. And again, super tedious to do first time, but once you've got it set up, you don't need to do it again. And this will allow you to mix the kit any way you want. (21 and 22 for the room far). 23, 24 for the one-shot kick. And the reason why we're starting from Contact/the kick channel is because that's the channel with Contact on. So it's coming from that one channel and then multiing out to all the other channels. And now if we load into Contact again, you'll see, looking at the bottom, that all of our samples are going to the different channels at the bottom, allowing us to completely EQ wherever we want them to go. So that's it. If you guys have any problems or any questions, feel free to get in touch and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions or queries.